In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a requested tutorial from my group on how to cut this stylish halter neck corset dress. So if this is something you like, please kindly hit on the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up. So let's dive right into today's video. So for this dress, this is a corset dress that has a lace placement on top of it. That is, after sewing your corset, you're now going to place your lace on it. So I've marked out my basic measurement, which includes my shoulder to bust, under bust and waist. Now we're going to cut the upper part and cut the lower part of this pattern. The next step I'm going to take is to go ahead to mark my shoulder divided by 2, come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. Now I'll place my ruler and connect. After connecting this, I'm going to find my chest line, which is my bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. I'll place my ruler and draw out a straight line. After marking this, I'm going to go ahead to mark my shoulder back on the chest line, place my ruler, draw out a straight line, and I'm going to go ahead to divide what I have there into 2. I'll mark, come out by ½ inch, and after marking, I'll go down and mark my bust circumference divided by 4 on the chest line. So after I'm done marking this, I'll have to connect this all the way down and also take it all the way up. So after I'm done doing this right now, I'll go ahead to mark my dart. And to mark your dart, you start by marking your nipple to nipple divided by 2. After marking this, I'm going to go ahead to place my ruler and I'll draw out a straight line. The next step I'll take is to mark my dart intake, which I'll be marking 1 inch on both sides. So if you're a plus size, please go ahead to use 1.5 inches, and I'll place my ruler and I'll go ahead to connect and also connect on the other side. So after I'm done connecting, I'll place my curve drew connecting from the bust to the under bust, and I'll also go ahead to repeat this at the other side. So after I'm done connecting, I'll go up by 1.5 inches. This is just to serve as a guide. So after I'm done marking that, I'll just extend this all the way up. So after marking that out, I'll go ahead to outline my pattern, and after I'm done outlining my pattern, the next step I'm going to take is to go ahead and mark my neckline of 3 inches, and from there I'll come down at the under bust area of my pattern. Now I'll place my curve drew and I'm going to connect because the neckline is deep. After I'm done connecting this, I'm going to go ahead to draw out the neckline very well. So I'll mark about 1.5 inches here and I'll blend it out to the side of my pattern. So after blending out, you can go ahead to readjust if you're not okay with what you have. Now I'll connect from this point. That is, I'll mark my nipple to nipple divided by 2 and add half, and then connect from that point to the under bust. If you're a plus size, please go ahead to add 1 inch to your pattern. So after I'm done marking this, the next step I'm going to take is to go ahead to use my marker to outline this. So after I'm done outlining my pattern, I'm going to add an extension at the upper part for the halter neckline. So for the extension, you can use between 3.5 inches to 4 inches for your neckline, because if you measure a basic neckline at one part, you usually get 3.5 to 4 inches. I'll extend this all the way up, and after I'm done extending, I'm just going to go ahead to connect. So the next step now is to connect my cup at the lower part of this pattern. I'll place my curve through this way and I will connect. Now I'll outline with my marker and I'll start inserting my measurement for the corset dress. I'm going to mark my bust circumference divided by 4, then add my sewing allowance. Now at the under bust, I'll mark my under bust circumference divided by 4, measure the dart intake, replace and add my sewing allowance. Here I'll mark my waist circumference divided by 4, add my sewing allowance, and also replace the dart intake, and I'll go ahead to connect all the marks and use my marker to outline. After outlining, you're going to mark your bust dart for this pattern, and to get that is the distance or the difference between your shoulder to waist in front minus your shoulder to waist at the back. My shoulder to waist in front is 17, while my shoulder to waist at the back is 15 and a half. I'll mark and shed it out. After this, I'll just go ahead to cut out my pattern for the front. So if you find this tutorial very interesting and educative, kindly hit on the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, leave your comment at the comment section. So while cutting this out, I'm also going to go ahead to blend out the dart area of my pattern, and I'll be cutting this. So after cutting this, we'll head over to, so I'll go over to the skirt pattern. So for the skirt pattern, your measurement is starting from your waistline to your skirt length. So let's assume this is our full skirt length and this is what we are using, because this tutorial is centered on the upper part. So you're going to mark your waist to knee point, place your tape, mark your waist to knee point, and you're going to underline or outline it. Then mark 7 inches after that to get your waist, your hip measurement. After you're done marking that, the next step you're going to take is to outline your pattern, your hip and your knee line. So after I'm done marking that, I'll come up by 2 inches at this point. So this 2 inches is above your knee. This is where the fitted part of your dress will start. So after I'm done marking this, I'll start by inserting my measurements. I'll mark my waist circumference divided by 4 and add my sewing allowance. Mark my hip circumference divided by 4 and add my sewing allowance. So whatever I have on the hip, I'll minus 1.5 or 2 inches from it and mark at the knee point. Then take that measurement all the way down. After I'm done marking that, I'll go ahead to place my ruler and I'll connect to the hip, and from the hip to the knee point, then take it all the way down, and I'll go ahead to cut this out. So you're also going to use this pattern for the back. All you have to do is to go ahead and add a zipper allowance of 1.5 inches or 2 inches to it when you're cutting out for the back pattern. So now for the back pattern of the dress, I've gone ahead to mark out the basic measurement. My shoulder to waist is 17 inches. Now to start, I'm going to start by marking my dart, which is my nipple to nipple divided by 2. My nipple to nipple is 7 inches divided by 2. I have 3.5. I'll go ahead to mark ½ inch on both sides. Then I'll connect this all the way up. After I'm done connecting this, the next step I'm going to take is to go ahead to mark my measurement. I'll mark my bust circumference divided by 4, mark my waist circumference divided by 4, also replace my dart intake and add my sewing allowance. Now I'll go ahead to cut this out and I will outline this side of my pattern. Next, you're going to mark your lacing area, which you can use 1.5 or 2 inches, and I'll go ahead to mark. So after this, I'll just go ahead to cut this out. So if you have any question, please go ahead to leave it at the comment section.